Hey, this is Robert Jackson, and welcome to the Solomon Shrine Podcast. Today's special guest, or my returning guest, Shakyra Dunn, or I should say, my victim for today. Mwahahaha. But, anyways, yeah, thank you so much. And yes, this is the Solomon Shrine Podcast. We are doing a theme this month and pretty much all throughout the summertime where look, we just announced all the cast and crew of Solomon Shrine. Well, for the first round, anyways, because there will be more coming along the way in the near, like in the foreseeable future. So stay tuned for that. But until then, yeah, I'm just super excited for this. I mean, Shakira and I, we've been talking about this project for well over three, four. Yeah, I think it's been about that long. So, yeah, I'm just so oh my gosh, I can barely even speak today. Lord help. But today we have one of the additional voices, and I'm just so thankful that today just worked out for the best. And yeah, just say hi to the people out there. How you doing? And yeah, all the good jazz. How are you doing today, my
Hey.
dear friend? Yeah.
Oh man, I'm pretty good, honestly. A little tired because, day off and running errands and doing life. But yeah, I'm pretty good. How about you?
Yep, I'm just, hanging in there. Just a lot of stuff that's been going on just as of this year, and it's just a lot, period. So I'm just happy to do this, record, and do my voice acting thing once again, and just really, getting myself out there and still, I guess, grinding, if all the cool kids say in the VO sphere. So,
Yeah, the grind
I
never
don't know.
stops, truly.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, just give you a little introduction and how has 2025 been for you so far? Let's do the icebreaker thing and yeah, say to the folks out there what you've been up to as of late and yeah, just catch you up since our last conversation that we had like years ago. Yeah,
Oh God, has
like
it really
let's
been
hear it.
years? Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time, so what you been up to? What's cooking?
Oh man, 2025 has been such a long year already, and we're only halfway through it, crazy enough. Honestly, lately I've just been kind of trying to catch up more on the writing side of things. I've been really behind on commissions, to be honest. Kind of hard to do that when you also work a full-time job, so you're just trying to make ends meet and all that. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm doing pretty all right. Last week was like the Crunchyroll Awards, and my dear friend Nokotan was up for like two awards. We didn't win, but hey, it's kind of cool to have that happen for your first anime. So
Oh yeah, and speaking of Nokotan, um, it is really funny how your fellow castmate Trina is in my project, and I was in another project with the both of y'all for something that might be coming out in the foreseeable future. We'll see what happens.
it's actually kind of funny too because my very first role that I booked as a lead character, Trina was my love interest. That's it's even funnier. So it just kind of swung back when we both got Nokotan too.
Yeah, and like I guess I can probably say this now. Both of you guys were in the final callbacks, the top submissions for Haley, and it just so happens that I ended up going with Trina, and you're probably gonna get like another part in the first episode. So stick around and just check it out when it comes out. And yeah, it's gonna be a blast, if
Well,
I do
that's
say so
exciting.
myself. Yeah, it's gonna be lots of fun. So yeah, since this is kind of technically a follow-up episode, I guess we shouldn't really go with the traditional how did you get started, blah 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 blah. But yeah, I guess to really pick things up from where we last left off, what has been something that has been keeping you occupied and just sort of any new hobbies, new interests? Just lay it on us.
Ooh, new hobbies. Not a
Yeah.
ton of new hobbies outside of like the writing thing I was mentioning. I've kind of been working on and off on a new novel, really. Not a huge amount of process because again, commissions and day jobs and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's going pretty well in that regard. Other than that, I've been trying on and off again to play some video games. I've been really looking into Expedition 33. I my roommate owns it, but I have to wait to get the collector's edition because it's hard to find that game in the wild, but it's so good.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get back into video games myself. It has been quite a while.
Yeah, oh life. How life takes us in weird directions.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I guess to also ask you, like, besides video games, what is something that you've been writing as of late?
Definitely that novel I've been working on kind of off and on for like the last couple of years. I'm actually editing a friend's work too. That's a big deal to me right now. He's just finished up his first novel. I'm basically doing the editing for that. He's supposed to release it next month.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, I'm just wishing you the best of luck with the novel and all that stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah, and since we were talking a little bit about writing in video games, what is something that you've also been kind of been getting into? Because I know you're still the Kingdom Hearts gal, so what is something that you've also been, you know, been playing or watching when it comes to media? Something that you've also been, you know, kind of got into as of late.
Oh, as far as things I've been watching, I did just finish Solo Leveling season 2 because that was up for anime of the year and that won actually for the first season. I figured I'm like I may as well just finish the second season. We're already close to being done. And then I actually also showed my roommate Yuri on Ice recently, and that's one of my favorite shows of all time. And he was also just as upset about the movie. Those of you who know,
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it, but if you know, you know, I guess.
yeah, if you know, you know.
Yeah. And I think I probably asked this the last time, but what
Mhm.
was that moment where you just decided, I think I probably want to do something like acting or what have you? Like, what was that moment where you just decided that you want to do this?
I actually kind of knew pretty early on as a teenager. I think I was 14 years old, and one of my best friends, her older sister, basically told me like, "Hey, you sound like Kyra from Kingdom Hearts," and it was just kind of a trigger point. Like, no, I don't. What do you mean? And then I just went home after that and started playing around on the microphone laptop I had. And since then, it's just been kind of a slow start and then stop and then restart again once I turned like 24 years old. And here I am turning 31 in about, 12 days and still going.
Man, happy
Yeah,
early
I'm old.
birthday. Yeah. Yeah, well, happy birthday.
Thank you. Kind of weird we're
Yee.
in June already.
Yeah, seriously. Like, it's the beginning of Juneteenth, and of course, it's Pride Month, so I know
Pride
there's some questions
Month.
that, oh my God, yeah, there's some questions that I have pertaining to that, but we'll get to that probably towards the end there.
Will do.
Um, so I guess for this edition, what have been some of your favorite, because you mentioned Nokotan, but what are also some of your favorite performances as of late that
Oh, as
you've
of
done?
late.
Yeah.
Let's think. I definitely know Alex Lee did really good as Janu in Solo Leveling. He was phenomenal in that. That's for one. AJ Beckles and Dandadan really amazing. It was such a laugh fest watching that show for the first time. It was great. Hmm. I know for last year too, I played Persona 3 Reload, and oh my gosh, Zeno Robinson completely turned my head on Junpei. I was his biggest hater for years, and he single handedly turned me around on Junpei.
Yeah, there's like some really good video games that are out right now, and there's so many that are just on my to-do list. Let's just say that.
Oh, I feel
Out
that
of the
so heavy.
bajillion of other stuff out there that I've been wanting to catch up with and haven't gotten around to. Sad.
The pain of having an adulthood life.
Exactly. Um, yeah, because I think you mentioned last time that Kingdom Hearts left such a impact on you. Is there any other piece of media that also have done that continues to be like a big influence on you to this day?
Oh, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, some of the Tales of series games I really love. As far as anime, definitely have to say Fruits Basket is one of my biggest inspirations. Same with the movie Kiki's Delivery Service. Definitely some of my biggest inspirations in life. There's so many good anime out there, though. I could go on forever about which ones really like pique my interest high up
Oh yeah, I go on for
forever.
hours. It would just be like an hour interview in and of itself.
Just talking about
Seriously.
anime.
I mean, just talking about anything,
That's
just
fair.
any media, period. But I was kind of wanting to know from you, what was something that has helped you immensely as a storyteller from your extensive background, wearing a lot of different hats as a creator?
Ooh, in my case, I definitely do get inspired a lot by other media, but I also have this habit of putting a bit of myself into a character. And my motivation is just like It doesn't matter if your plot sucks. Just make sure your characters are good.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like my same process. It's like it doesn't matter, make it work.
Yeah, I'm like, if you have the most basic plot line, it can still stand out as long as you have characters that are really good in it.
Exactly. And speaking of that, I know for us as writers, we kind of inject a little bit of ourselves into what we create. So, what are some positive takeaways that have helped you regarding translating life into your own work?
Hmm. Translating life. That's a good question, actually. Ooh, I would definitely say it's making sure that it actually carries on its own too. Life is just unexpected. Anything can really happen. Anything can change. You just have to learn how to roll with it, and it works the same with the story too. You just have to kind of roll with the punches.
Oh yeah. It's pretty much a part of life. I mean, like, look,
Yeah.
I was going through some family. I mean, I'm still am just balancing back and forth between life and then just getting back to, oh yeah, my escapism. Yeah, it's it can be pretty rough, but at the end of the day, it's like you just got to figure out how to roll with the punches, I
Mm-hmm.
suppose. So, yeah, let's talk about the because I know this is technically Solomon Shrine, so let's talk a little bit about the project. So,
Okay.
yeah, what was something that yeah, because I know we were like I said, we were talking a little bit about, the whole process of just characters, stories, and everything. What would you say is probably the most fun that you're really enjoying so far out of, this big thing that I got cooking up?
I'd say definitely exploring the world itself. Oh, give me a sec. Let me mute my Discord.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why that keeps going off. Anyway, do not disturb. Anyway, yeah, definitely working more towards the actual world itself being built. Like, there's just so much variety going on, despite it's a very normal environment, and everything just twists on its head.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of different twists and turns that we are cooking up for this. Kayla and I, who I just interviewed, we were just talking a lot about the whole story process, the world building, character development, and everything. And trust me, when I say that there's going to be twists and turns, oh, y'all are in for a treat.
Oh, exciting!
Yeah. And once again, congrats on being, additional voices for now, but there might be a bigger role in the foreseeable future. Who could it
Thank
be?
you for
We'll
having
have to,
me.
exactly. Who could it be? We'll have to see ourselves.
Them
Yeah, I'm just
NDAs,
so,
man.
yeah, I know. I'm just so jazzed because getting to work with Sean and then Belle, Diana, Trina once again, and a lot of the, ensemble cast that I've assembled for this is going to be yeah, to say that we got ourselves an all-star cast is a huge understatement.
It makes me feel tiny compared to all the bigger names. Like, Belle is one of my closest friends, and just seeing like Diana and Sean, I'm just like, how do I stand out?
Oh yeah. But I guess as a storyteller, what would you say, like creating all of your stories and writing it out, how would you say that you helped have a better vision for how you wanted to? I mean, especially when it comes to working with me somewhat or just writing for other projects, how would you say that collaborating with others helps you grow as a person and as a writer, per se?
Oh, definitely being able to kind of just pick through what works the most. Like, I know one of my biggest things with being both a writer and someone that also does voice work, I like to play around with the words and see what actually you have to fixate on. The more you know about how a character speaks and how a character acts, the better you can actually portray that.
Yeah, I
It starts
definitely
with little
agree.
things, little nuances.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah. I think that's kind of like the process of, with Kayla and I, we would just come up with different ideas and toss them together. Just sort of mix our best ideas into a script and then boom. That's how the magic happens.
The magic always runs.
Oh, yeah. But speaking of, because we were just talking about Pride and Juneteenth, um,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so how would you say that finding your own unique identity was a major pivotal moment in your life?
Ooh, I mean, I knew fairly early that I was, for lack thereof better kind of thinking, I'm demisexual. I have to be really close to someone in order to really like want to do anything intimate. I kind of knew early on in like my teenagerdom that I'm like, I don't like doing those things. And I didn't really start really focusing on that until I had my first serious relationship. And it's like, I don't want to really do those things. And then when I started actually thinking about those kind of things, it's like, it's okay. I still don't really like doing those things. And then it's just like, there's a word for that. Like, you have to be really close to someone in order to want to be intimate with them naturally. But it's like, there's a real word for that. If you just don't feel that kind of emotion towards anyone else, really.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's a word for it, but I just can't think of it right now.
Yeah, I didn't really know the word until I was like in my mid 20s.
That's so interesting. Yeah, and since we're kind of in June, I still can't believe we're already in June.
Yeah, how
What's
are
the
we in
best
June?
piece? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, how are we in June already?
I don't know, but what's the best piece of advice that you have for the communities going through this very difficult season of their life?
Uh, Ride it out. Because, oh boy, we only have to deal with it for about 3.5 more years. Just be mindful of yourself, keep yourself, try not to lose any hope.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you.
Yeah, it's a storm right now, and oh my gosh, I honestly feel it firsthand too because I had to listen to it a lot firsthand as someone that lives in Iowa, where a lot of bigotry still exists, and it's
Oh
bad.
man, yeah. And don't even get me started because I know down in like Texas and somewhat
Yeah,
like all
Texas and
those, yeah,
Florida.
yeah, all those states. I mean, we get it here in California, but yeah, it's it's a mess everywhere. That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, it's bad to be queer, but it's also bad to be queer and a person of color these days, and it's just even more dangerous right now,
Yeah, don't need to tell me twice.
man.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just like, look, to anybody that is watching this, whether you're LGBT, African American, BIPOC, like my heart is, I stand with all of you guys, especially my fellow brothers and sisters of, African American, because yeah, I'm still thinking about what happened in 2020 BLM, and I'm just right there with you.
Oh, same here.
Yeah,
Oh,
without a
definitely same
doubt.
here.
Yeah. And if you were to give advice to younger Shakira about finding their unique voice, what would you say to them and why?
Ooh, 14-year-old Shakira was definitely at a time where they didn't really understand anything in life, nor the storm that was going to come about 4 years later. Oh boy. I guess
Yeah.
I I guess the best thing I could say to 14-year-old me back then before things got haywire, know that you're going to actually survive just fine. And it's fine to not, keep your deepest connections right now. Because I don't actually don't have the best relationship with my family, and I'm just someone that tries to go day by day. And
Yeah,
sometimes it's just all you have to do is just go by day.
bingo. Pretty much my thoughts exactly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is kind of like, oh yeah, um, this is kind of why we are kind of on the same page?
Yes.
Exactly. Share any final thoughts or advice? Or no, 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 before we get to that.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you like to plug, like any upcoming projects, socials, all that good jazz?
Ooh, gosh, what do I have upcoming that's not under NDA besides Solomon Shrine? Hmm. I guess I'll just plug my stuff. My Twitter is at Shakyra Dunn. Pretty easy to find. It's with a Y, not an I. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. My Instagram is at Seer of Words. Same with my YouTube. My website is ShakyraDunnVA.com. And get some sleep and drink some water because I think we all kind of need that right now.
Yeah, for sure. And those would probably be your final thoughts if I was to close this out on?
Ooh, advice. Advice. Hmm. Definitely remember to keep climbing. I know it's going to be a rough path. I know that things are very rough right now, especially in these times of like Pride Month being so bad. The current news about what's been going on in terms of the LGBT community is just bad right now. Keep moving forward.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the best way to close this out on. Keep moving forward and stand up for what you fight, what you believe in,
Mhm.
and never give up, never surrender from Galaxy Quest. There we go.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I gotta make my pull from somewhere. But thank you so much for joining me today. Would you like to do an outro for this?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you can say, my name is Shakyra Dunn. I've done da da da. This is the Solomon Shrine podcast with Robert Jackson.
Okay. Hey, it's Shakyra Dunn. This has been Solomon Shrines Podcast. Give some love to Robert.
Boom. There we go. The
There we
first take
go.
is always, yep, is always the best take indeedy.
I don't know how I did that on the first try, but I'll take it.
Yeah, anything works. But regardless, thank you all so much for watching. Stick around for more episodes of Solomon Shrine and even this podcast coming soon. Um, I don't know what else to close it out on, but keep being awesome, stay lovely out there, and keep fighting, stay vigilant, and God loves you. Take care, y'all. Live long and prosper. Adios.
May your
Bye
heart be your
bye.
guiding key.
Hey, there we go. Got to end it with Kingdom Hearts somehow.
Always.
Yeah. Any other final words I have? Nope, I think that just about does it. Watch Solomon Shrine when it comes out, and for my closing outro, thank you for watching Solomon Shrine Podcast. Stick around next time if you dare, and remember, play for your life. Ooh, jazz hands.